It doesn't matter whether you are from West Bengal or not. This video is meant for you. West Bengal, the land of culture, the land of the greatest poet, the land of greatest filmmaker, Nobel laureates, the land of Renaissance, unfortunately has fallen prey to dirty religious politics. West Bengal has historically been known for its composite culture, intellectual traditions, and relatively strong resistance to communal politics. For decades after independence, the state largely avoided large-scale religious polarization. However, in recent years, Bengal has increasingly been turned into a laboratory for aggressive religious politics, imported and amplified through deliberate political strategies. Instead of addressing the pressing needs of ordinary people, such as employment, healthcare, education, and safety for women and children, political discourse is being deliberately diverted toward religious polarization. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee is alleged to be one of the patrons of appeasement policy. Her aggressive approach to the policy of minority appeasement is well known.
আমি কিন্তু ইফতারে যাচ্ছি, আপনারাও আসবেন। আমি তো মুসলিমদের তোষণ করি, 100 বার যাব। যে গরু উঠতায় তার লাঠি খাওয়া উচিত।
Coming to power, her government attempted to reintroduce OBC reservation for several Muslim groups. But Calcutta High Court has stayed the notification. The Supreme Court ruled that reservation cannot be solely religion-based. It violates constitutional norms. In 2012, Mamata government announced a monthly allowance of 2,500 for imams and 1,500 for muezzins. This was challenged in the Calcutta High Court. A division bench ruled that payment violates Article 14 and Article 15 of Indian Constitution. But the first blow against her government came in 2019. In the 2019 general election, widespread anti-incumbency sentiment owing to several mismanagement and the BJP's aggressive Hindutva agenda pushed BJP into the political limelight in West Bengal. Securing 18 out of the state's 42 Lok Sabha seats, the BJP emerged as a major force, which in turn made Mamata Banerjee increasingly apprehensive about the consolidation of the Hindu vote against her government. But Mamata Didi knew what she needed to do. Now comes her masterstroke. In 2020, ahead of the 2021 assembly election, the government announced a monthly financial assistance of 1,000 for over 8,000 Sanatan Brahmin priests. Later, she announced a hike of Rs 500 in the monthly allowance of Muslim clerics as well as Hindu priests. In a very recent incident, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee inaugurated Durga Angan at Newtown, but she says she is secular in the true sense. The Chief Minister added that WB HITCO, West Bengal Housing Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited, will spend about 250 crore for the project. Wait. This is not something new. This is second inauguration of religious cultural complex by the West Bengal Chief Minister in 2025. Earlier this year, on April 30, the Chief Minister inaugurated a Jagannath temple at Digha in Purvo Medinipur district with an investment of about 250 crore. In the name of religious and cultural center, the state government setting up temple at Digha using taxpayers' money. Something that is unprecedented in India's context. Is it secular approach, Madam Chief Minister? She raised government grants to Durga Puja Committee in 2025 to Rs 1,10,000 from 85,000 the previous year for each of 40,000 puja committees. She also waived taxes and service charges for puja organizers. Now calculate the amount and think in which sectors this money could have been spent. Over 8,000 government schools are planned to be closed down or merged with other schools by state government. A Telegraph report in the month of October suggests nearly 18,000 teachers are stationed at 3,800 schools. The number of students in these schools are zero. Hospitals are suffering from doctor and staff shortages, infrastructural deficits like bed shortages, unavailability of ICU facilities in many hospitals, lack of modern facilities, and many more. However, the business of private schools and private hospitals skyrocketing. But what will happen to the children belonging to the lower rung of the economic yardstick? The children of daily wagers, Small farmers, children belonging to the low income group, will neither be able to get themselves enrolled to big private schools for basic education, nor will they afford to get good quality healthcare facilities in the privately owned hospitals. So, what is their future? Do you have any credible answer, Madam Chief Minister? After listening to the criticism of government, you may think that the opposition is surely offering an extraordinary alternative politics, one that is for public welfare and development. If so, you are living in a fool's paradise. The BJP projects itself as the savior of Bengal, but it has begun to reveal in an increasingly brazen manner its reliance on overt communal politics. The communal narrative of the BJP is creating a sense of fear among the minority. Listen to the speech of the BJP MP Shukanta Mujumdar in a recent case.
বাবর যদি আসে তাহলে ছত্রপতি শিবাজিও আসবে, লড়াই হবে, চোখে চোখ রেখে লড়াই হবে এবং রাম মন্দিরও হবে।
This is the maturity of a union minister. The Trinamool's push for temples had prompted another project, construction of the Babri Mosque at Beldana in the state's Mushirabad district. Suspended Trinamool Congress MLA Humayun Kabir on December 11 laid the foundation stone for the construction of a mosque styled on Babri Masjid. He is challenging anyone to stop him if they can from doing so.
6 ডিসেম্বর 2025 বাবরি মসজিদে শিলান্যাস করব। বাংলায় 37% আছে, যখন এটা কমপ্লিট করব সেদিন 40% পৌঁছাবো এবং করব কোন শক্তি থাকলে আমাকে রুখে নেবে।
Don't you wonder where they are deriving such immense power from? And why the state continued to remain inactive despite their repeated violations of secular principle, which is the very foundation of our diverse social fabric? After analyzing election results and ED-CBI raid drama before every election, we come to know about the setting theory between Trinamool and BJP. Purchase the media, hijack the prime time with unnecessary masala news, which consists of mainly Hindu, Muslim mandir masjid, and which has nothing to do with development and progress, manipulate voters by dividing them into religious lines, and rig the election. Observing the political drama of last few years, BJP's plan can be understood. Suppose I am BJP and you are Trinamool Congress. If I means BJP am unable to gain political power in West Bengal, then I want you means Trinamool Congress remains in place. You mobilize support among Muslim voters, and I will mobilize support among Hindu voters. By dividing the votes, we can prevent any other progressive force from coming to power. Hemant Soren was arrested. Arvind Kejriwal made the same fate. However, despite serious allegations in cases such as coal theft, cattle smuggling, and education-related corruption, the ED and CBI have so far taken no concrete action against Abhishek Banerjee or anyone from Trinamool. You know what? People understand everything. What is happening in West Bengal? Let us understand this first. On one side, there is a systematic attempt to communalize society by projecting religious identity as the primary political marker, where festivals are politicized, processions became displays of power, and historical narratives are selectively rewritten to deepen divisions. On the other side, there is often opportunistic appeasement, where religion is used defensively to counter polarization rather than to uphold genuine secular values. Both approaches ultimately harm the democratic fabric of the state. Instead of discussing why educated youth are migrating out of Bengal, why industrial investment remains inadequate, why government schools are deteriorating, or why healthcare infrastructure is under strain, public discourse is increasingly dominated by communal rhetoric. Along with the debate in the Legislative Council, television debates, social media campaigns, and street-level mobilization focus on religious identity, while real issues affecting daily life are pushed up to the margins. So what are the real needs of the hour? West Bengal faces urgent and interconnected challenges such as rising unemployment and job insecurity, shrinking opportunities for youth, draining of brilliant minds, crisis in public education and higher education, weak public healthcare systems, agrarian distress and rural poverty, corruption in recruitment exams, lack of transparency and erosion of institutions, lack of women's safety and social justice. People of the state must remember none of these problems can be solved through religious mobilization. Temples cannot generate large-scale employment. Communal slogans cannot improve healthcare. And religious hatred cannot educate children. Yet political energy and public attention are repeatedly diverted away from these issues. This situation also reduces accountability. Government avoid questions about their failures by changing the topic every time, either to religion or fear associated with it. The main opposition party BJP is also doing the same. Instead of giving real solutions, it keeps the problem going. The ultimate loser in this process is the ordinary citizen whose real problems remain unresolved. The Unified District Information System for Education (UDISE) reports a steady decline in student enrollment in government schools, particularly in urban West Bengal. Many government schools face shortages of teachers, infrastructure, and learning outcomes. At the higher education level, gross enrollment ratio remain below desired levels. West Bengal's once strong public universities suffer from vacancies, administrative paralysis, and politicization. Education crisis hidden behind religious noise. The National Family Health Survey highlights persistent problems in public healthcare access, child nutrition, maternal health. West Bengal continues to struggle with overburdened government hospitals, shortage of doctors in rural areas, and inadequate primary healthcare infrastructure. During health emergencies, such as pandemics or any other outbreaks, systematic weaknesses become brutally visible. Yet, healthcare reforms rarely become election-defining issues. Religious mobilization generates louder emotion than hospital shortages, and that allows governments to evade accountability. In West Bengal, millions depend on informal labor, small agriculture, and daily wages. These groups are most affected by inflation, rising fuel prices, and food insecurity. Yet, religious politics convinces people to vote emotionally rather than economically, diverting attention from policies that directly affect their survival. Neither the government nor the opposition like BJP is ready to talk on this. West Bengal failed to attract big industrial investment. Economic data consistently shows that social instability discourages investment. States with frequent political and communal tensions struggle to attract long-term industrial capital. Investors prioritize stability, skilled labor, and transparent governance, not religious alignment. Large numbers of young people migrate every year to states like Karnataka, Maharashtra, and Telangana in search of employment. Government data and independent surveys indicate that Bengal produces graduates but fails to generate adequate white-collar or industrial jobs. None of these realities can be addressed through religious politics. The use of religion as a political weapon is not accidental. It is a strategic distraction from governance failures and policy paralysis. Dirty religious politics succeeds not because it solves problems, but because it shifts attention away from data, accountability, and real governance outcomes. Until voters demand answers on employment figures, education quality, healthcare access, and economic justice, the cycle of emotional mobilization will continue at the cost of India's democratic and developmental future. Now the question is, what should people vote for? In 2026, West Bengal is going to face another assembly election. Now it's high time that voters should vote for those who promise skill development for youths. They should vote for those who talk about child nutrition, healthcare facilities, industrial revival, transparent recruitment process, ending corruption in jobs and education, and they should reject all those who talk about only Hindu, Muslim, Mandir, Masjid. We need to vote for secular and constitutional values. We have to vote for issues, not identity. We should vote for solutions to real problems, not for religious slogans or emotional polarization. When the candidate will come to your doorstep, ask him if he has a clear plan for education, healthcare, and industry. Is she or he is ready to address price rise, corruption, and not religion? Because religion does not put food on the table or create employment. West Bengal's strength has always been its plural, inclusive culture. Voters should support forces that respect all religions equally, do not use festivals, processions, or faith to provoke fear, uphold constitutional secularism, not selective appeasement or aggressive communalism. Remember, voting against communal politics is a vote for social peace. The real choice before voters is not between religions, but between division and development. We must understand, religion belongs to personal faith. Politics must belong to public welfare. A politics that excites emotions but exports its youth has failed. Dirty religious politics is harmful whether it comes as aggressive communalism or opportunistic appeasement. West Bengal needs free and fair elections, independent administration, protection of dissent and free speech. But unfortunately, the situations in the BJP-ruled states do not project any bright future for West Bengal as well, if they come to power. In the arena of religious politics, the BJP and the Trinamool Congress are often perceived as two sides of the same coin. What is the way forward? Breaking free from dirty religious politics requires conscious resistance from both political actors and civil society. Educational institutions must promote critical thinking and constitutional values. Dirty religious politics in West Bengal, along with many other states in India, is not accidental. It is a deliberate strategy to bypass real issues. As long as people are busy fighting over religion, questions about jobs, education, healthcare, corruption, and governance remain unanswered. If India is to move forward as a just, inclusive, and progressive nation, it must reject the politics of religious hatred and return to a politics of issues, justice, and human dignity. We must keep in mind, when politics uses religion, democracy weakens. When citizens vote for issues, democracy survives. The future of not just West Bengal, but India depends not on religious slogans, but on informed, fearless voters. Please be one of them. Thanks for watching.